At 63 years old, and after decades of pushing his body to the absolute limit, Dorian Yates still trains like a man half his age. His muscles ripple with the intensity of someone who has dedicated his life to perfection, and his mind remains razor-sharp, sculpted by discipline and focus. But what really sets him apart isn't just his iron-willed training. It's the way he fuels his body, day in and day out. Unlike the typical heavy meat diets you might expect from bodybuilding legends, Dorian's approach is strategic, precise, and surprisingly simple. These are the 5 foods he avoids, the very things that could silently sabotage strength, recovery, and vitality, and the principles behind his choices that have kept him looking decades younger than his years. Born on April 19, 1962, in Sutton Coldfield, England, Dorian's rise from a young boy with a dream to one of the most celebrated bodybuilders in history is nothing short of extraordinary. Every decision, every rep, and every meal has been carefully curated to build not just size, but longevity. His life has been a masterclass in discipline, a relentless pursuit of excellence where failure is never an option, and only dedication and intelligence prevail. Even now, decades after claiming his 6 Mr. Olympia titles, Dorian doesn't rest on past glory. He steps into the gym with purpose, approaching every session as a chance to refine his craft, maintain his physique, and push the boundaries of what the human body can achieve at his age. The world sees the strength, the size, the perfectly sculpted back, arms, and legs. But the truth lies in the daily choices that most people overlook. From the way he starts his morning to the foods he meticulously avoids, everything is calculated to maximize performance, recovery, and vitality. Morning routine. Dorian's day begins long before the first sunbeam hits the gym. Mornings are sacred, structured, intentional, and fiercely disciplined. By 6 a.m., he is already awake, hydrating, stretching, and preparing his mind for the hours ahead. Meditation or focused breathing is a part of his ritual, a way to sharpen mental clarity and focus before physical exertion. He understands that strength is not just about the body, it is equally about the mind. A day without mental preparedness is a day wasted, and Dorian refuses to let even a single sunrise slip by unutilized. Breakfast for him is simple yet powerful. Eggs, oats, and occasionally Greek yogurt form the cornerstone of his morning nutrition. These are not just foods. They are tools that fuel the first stage of his day. Eggs provide complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids, critical for muscle repair and growth. Oats supply slow-digesting carbohydrates, keeping energy steady and hunger in check, while Greek yogurt with granola supports gut health and provides probiotics for digestion. These meals may seem basic, but to Dorian, simplicity is strength, and consistency outweighs novelty. After fueling the body, he moves to his morning workout, a session that is a blend of intensity and precision. Unlike younger lifters who chase ego-driven lifts, Dorian focuses on controlled, deliberate movements, each rep executed with purpose. The training is designed not only to stimulate muscles but also to maintain joint integrity, ensure proper form, and prevent unnecessary strain. His routine incorporates heavy compound lifts, high-intensity training cycles, and strict attention to mind-muscle connection, a philosophy he has perfected over decades. Diet. What keeps him strong? Nutrition is the secret engine behind Dorian's enduring strength. He does not chase every trendy diet or experiment with gimmicks. Instead, his approach is methodical and research-backed, shaped by years of experience, observation, and understanding of what truly nourishes the body. He emphasizes whole foods over processed meals, lean proteins over fatty excess, and complex carbohydrates over refined sugars. His philosophy is rooted in the understanding that fuel quality dictates performance quality. Without the right nutrients, even the most rigorous training routine will falter. Every bite is calculated for muscle maintenance, energy optimization, and overall vitality. Dorian also uses supplements strategically. Protein powders, high-quality fish oils, and multivitamins are not crutches. They are tools to ensure that every protein requirement is met, every omega-3 deficiency corrected, and every micronutrient accounted for. It is a system built not on extremes, but on intelligent, deliberate choices. 5 foods to avoid. Even the most dedicated athlete can sabotage years of training with a few poor dietary choices. Dorian knows this better than anyone, and he has intentionally eliminated 5 categories of foods from his routine. 1. Processed sugars. Candy, pastries, soft drinks. These items may bring momentary pleasure, but for Dorian, they are silent energy thieves. Spikes in insulin, inflammation, and metabolic disruption are consequences that could undermine his strength and recovery. By avoiding sugar, he maintains stable energy, supports lean muscle growth, and keeps his body in prime condition. 2. Fried and deep-fried foods. Golden, crispy, and enticing, fried foods are a temptation many cannot resist. Dorian sees them for what they truly are: empty calories loaded with trans fats. These foods slow digestion, inflame tissues, and drain performance potential. Clean fats, like those from olive oil, fatty fish, and avocado, are preferred, providing sustained energy, joint support, and cardiovascular protection. 3. Excess red meat. Red meat is powerful when consumed in moderation, but overindulgence can slow recovery, inflame the system, and impact longevity. Dorian consumes lean proteins instead: chicken, fish, and eggs, ensuring he gets the nutrients necessary for muscle maintenance while avoiding the pitfalls of saturated fat excess. 4. Refined carbs. White bread, pasta, and other processed carbohydrates are excluded from Dorian's diet. These foods spike blood sugar and lead to unwanted fat accumulation. Instead, complex carbohydrates such as oats, sweet potatoes, and legumes provide steady energy, supporting both long training sessions and day-to-day vitality. 5. Highly processed packaged foods. Anything that comes in a box with long, unpronounceable ingredient lists is avoided. Preservatives, artificial flavors, and additives may harm digestion, energy levels, and recovery. Whole, nutrient-dense foods remain the foundation of his diet, proving that simplicity and quality are far more effective than trendiness or gimmicks. Fitness and exercise routine. Dorian's approach to training is what separates a good bodybuilder from a legend. His routine blends intensity, volume, and precision with decades of accumulated knowledge about muscle physiology and injury prevention. He trains 6 days a week, focusing on split routines that allow for optimal recovery of each muscle group. Back day, for example, is a spectacle of strength. Rows, pull-downs, and deadlifts are executed with perfect form, each movement calibrated to maximize contraction and growth. Chest day includes presses and fly variations that stretch and strengthen simultaneously. Legs are trained with brutal consistency. Squats, hack squats, lunges, and leg extensions performed with a focus on both strength and balance. Recovery is embedded into every session. Rest periods are meticulously timed. Warm-ups and cool-downs are never skipped, and stretching is a non-negotiable component. Unlike younger lifters chasing numbers, Dorian trains smart, not just hard, understanding that longevity requires respecting the body while pushing it to its limits. Final message. At 63, Dorian Yates remains a living legend, not just for the size of his muscles, but for the integrity of his choices, the discipline of his lifestyle, and the clarity of his purpose. He proves that age is not a limitation. It is a metric, a challenge, and an opportunity.